Ha-ha! Today we are going over 5 complete sets that I own. The set collector, who knew? Stick around. Hello to all my sports card collectors, investors, all of my collectibles friends. How the heck are you? I hope that you are doing good. We are starting the week off on the right foot, sending you positive vibes. And we're today going to talk about 5 sets that I own, card sets that I wanted to share with you. These are PC sets, and we'll just talk through them. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, the like button if you like what you hear, all the notification, all the buttons down below to help kind of move this thing forward. Guys, we are on the march to 15,000 subscribers. I only need 14,900 to go. Just kidding. We only need about 600 and change, 700 or so. Tell 700 of your best friends we got to get this thing rolling. Also, connect with me on IG at SportsCardDad, and I'm also on the Twitter, the SportsCardDad. All right, guys, most of these sets I bought getting back into the hobby. The latest one was probably about a year ago I bought, but this was one of those things where I got back in 2018, early 2018, and I immediately went to sets that I really liked as a kid, but I remember the singles at my local card shop were so expensive. And so it was like, man, I wonder what these sets cost. I went on eBay, and actually a lot of them were fairly low, and I was really surprised at the time. Now, since then, they've kind of creeped up, but these are not huge dollar sets. You know, this is not like 97 metal basketball sets or whatever. You know, this is some of the old school stuff, not like vintage, but I'll go ahead and dig right in. So the first set, and you got to love how this came obviously directly from inventory somewhere. 87 Topps football 1 through 396. So I was big time football card collector when I was a kid. It was 89 Pro set. 89 Score was like the mecca for me, but it was just too expensive, even at my local card shop. And I believe that was a hobby only product because it was not at the gas stations and that sort of stuff. But even back in 89, 90, those, I saw them as high as $3 to $4 a pack. And of course, the big chase was Barry Sanders and Troy Aikman and Thurman Thomas rookie cards, Michael Irvin rookie cards. So there was a lot of just great young players, Deion Sanders, Derek Thomas, a lot of great players in there. So that's what I was working with. But a lot of the singles, even like 80 singles, were expensive as well. So I remember, for example, Randall Cunningham rookie card. This is from that 87 Topps set. This was one that was not an inexpensive card at the card shop at the time. Randall Cunningham was red hot. Same with guys like Jim Kelly, John Elway. And of course, this is a third-year card for Elway, but still very popular. These QBs were really popular back in the day. Marino, Rice, second-year card. It's a cool card. The tricky part with these is they're abundant. Trying to get high grades on this, I've got this in a PSA 9, and a PSA 9 I think is maybe $75 or something. So even in a very good grade, which is very difficult to get, it's really only a $75, maybe $100 card, which is kind of amazing. So that's why I like football. There's a lot of value in football. If you're comparing it to, baseball, basketball, some of the other sports, kind of a cool picture of Montana. So 87 Topps was one of those, especially the Randall Cunningham rookie card. And I think I got the complete set for $30 or $40. Not much. And that was one where it's just kind of a no-brainer. As a kid, it was like, whoa, I cannot afford this. And as an adult, I was like, $30 for the whole set? Let's do it. Next, we're going a little off script. Marvel cards. Yes, it is the 1990 Impel Marvel card set. And I bought this about a year and a half ago, I would say. Got it for $70 or $80, so nothing crazy. But this is one of those, the junk wax era, 1990 Impel. I was 9. There was packs of this stuff everywhere. These are very, very common cards. But again, getting these in PSA 10. I've got hobby friends, Neo Cards and Comics, that have done videos on these where he's trying to get 10s on these. And it's not easy to do. They just like with a lot of the junk wax era stuff, yeah, it's abundant, but getting it in perfect condition, not so easy to do. But yeah, so this has got kind of I'll try to hold up the binder. And frankly, I really like the binder to look through the cards for PC type stuff. I know people say like, oh, binder's not great as far as, there's the Key Wolverine, Gray Hulk, Thor. People say like, oh, you don't want to have your stuff in a binder, because it can mess up the cards or whatever. But honestly, like, I just want to look at the cards, and this is a great way to just easily look at front and back. The cardboard box, it's just kind of hard. You're pulling stuff out. It's just awkward. I would rather just put everything in a binder, to be honest with you. I was fortunate enough last year. I was at a card shop in Florida, and they had just complete sets in binders, just random, not actually complete. They weren't all complete, but a lot of complete sets, and some were like incomplete sets, but still a lot of cool binders full of stuff. It actually looked like the card shop was just a buying collections type place. It was literally, there wasn't showcases. It was literally like you walk in and there's just like cardboard boxes everywhere, and it's just sets of cards and binders of cards. So I think maybe he was buying collections and using that as almost like storage, but also like storefront. So I was going through all of his stuff, and he happened to have a complete set of 86 Topps football cards, and it does include the Rice. It's got the Rice rookie. It's got all the major rookie cards in it. Let me see if I can get to the 49ers. It's all done by team. And I believe it was numbered by team. Yeah, it's numbered by team. Gotta love the old Jets helmets. There's Elway. And again, these are not necessarily in mint condition. This is going to be just for viewing purposes, not to grade or anything like that. Where's the 49ers? There we go. There's the 49ers. You got the Montana, and you've got the Rice there. Just one of those all-time sets. If you're a football card collector, 86 Topps is a big one. There's just a lot of really cool sets. I like the design. Some people don't like that kind of that green and white bordering, but obviously I like the design. I have a painting of it. But yeah, 86 Topps, and I got it for $100, and I felt like that was just such a good deal for a complete set of 86 Topps that I can always just refer back to, and something cool to just look at and hold long term. Another one of these kind of random little cardboard boxes that I got, 88 Fleer basketball. And again, this was a few years back where an 88 Fleer basketball was printed like crazy. So 86 Fleer printed quite a bit. 87 Fleer basketball, not as much. And then 88 Fleer, they went bananas. That's like Scottie Pippen rookie card. And I'll pull out a few just to show the design. But most people are familiar, with the 88 Fleer basketball set. So, and again, I really like the design, and the complete set was really, really inexpensive. It's all done by team. Robert Parrish, Robert Parrish was the man back in the day. But again, yeah, you can get kind of these complete sets on eBay. And granted, I haven't checked in a while, so maybe they've gone way up in price, but a lot of cases, not really. You have a lot of people with this type of inventory, and they're just looking to move off of it. So kind of cool. And lastly, this is the first complete set that I bought when I got back into the hobby. The most important set to me as a kid, and I shared it earlier in the video, but 89 score football, friends. You've got the Bo Jackson, Joe Montana, and you've got all the iconic rookie cards. I actually love my favorite cards in this set. It's the Deion Sanders rookie, but it's that old school Falcons helmet. I love the design with the big helmets. And that was always something that really stood out to me when I was young was, you just had just very, very cool design cards. It might seem basic now because it's like, oh, it's not shimmery. It's not purple elephant skin shimmer or whatever the hell. But to me, like that basic design, but then it gave you like the big helmets, just really, really cool. My favorite football set of all time for sure. If you go into some of the vintage stuff, there's really cool vintage sets as well. But if we're just talking about kind of as you were moving into the 80s, 90s stuff, this was where it was at. So I got this, and again, this was like a $50 binder, 3 years ago. It's awesome. And it's got the Troy Aikman, the Barry Sanders, all the stuff. All right, guys, are you set collectors? I'll admit, I am not a huge set collector in the sense that I'm trying to get like all the commons and stuff. I just like buying the complete set so I can look at it. That's really how I've been doing it to where, and I'll probably put the ones that like the 87 Topps and the 88 Fleer basketball, I'll probably end up putting those in binders just because I like to flip through and look at the cards. It's just easier for me than just doing the cardboard box thing. So let me know if you are buying complete sets or if you like piecing them together, or you're more into singles. Me personally, I am more into singles, but the nostalgic sets like that, it just makes a lot of sense to be able to go through and kind of bring back those nostalgic feelings from back in the day when we didn't even have internet. No internet back then. The kids nowadays have no idea any concept of no internet. Yeah, we actually had to play outside. We're riding our bikes and collecting cards, throwing the football around. Guys, have an amazing rest of your day. Stay healthy, stay awesome, and I will talk to you again later.